and welcome back from our whirlwind adventure. I say our, my, and separately Robert's whirlwind adventure. Woo! Okay, so I have 5 vlogs, and I'm not sure where this one will fall organizationally, but it is the last one. It's of my American time in America. So let's dive in because it's going to be a long one talking, but not a lot of pictures, surprisingly. So first things first, I finished, if you can hear it, that is my washing machine. I am washing so many clothes and sheets. So anyway, I flew from Italy with Adam and the girls to Charlotte, and the Hearts had the car there for me. Yeah, Eric did. And I drove straight to Columbia, got there pretty late. Had dinner with Eliza and mom and dad, or not mom, dad, Eliza, and saw grandparents, got to say hey to them, and then decided to spend the night because I was plumb tired, absolutely exhausted, and I woke up at the crack of dawn the next morning to drive down to Mission Project in Hollywood, South Carolina. We found out it was our 40th year, 40, going to Mission Trip, but we didn't really celebrate it because it was a rebuilding year. So I got there that morning before our breakfast even started, got to say hi to everyone. Turns out myself and another person named Drew, we were the site leaders, even though we were very much felt like children, and we kept thinking, okay, we need supervision here. We don't know what we're doing. We've only ever been bossed around. So we had a roofing site at the same site as the new youth director, Andy. My college student was Sam, my angel. We had a good site. It was there was the kids this session there was less than I've ever seen, but it's a rebuilding year, so it's a good thing that people even came, because some of the kids didn't even know what it was. Sam had only gone twice, and he was a college student, so of course Drew and I were like over the moon to be back. But we had a roofing site. Drew left Wednesday, so I showed up Tuesday morning. Drew left Wednesday, Thursday morning, but he was only there. We only crossed over Tuesday, Wednesday. So then from Thursday, Friday, I was in charge, and Lord knows the roof got wild. Like, it just went up and down and up and down. Sweet Kevin Watts had to come. Joey Coble came and helped me make sure that I wasn't, absolutely just wrecking this roof. We did a trivia, Drew and I did, and I think there was a talent show, like a variety show, not a talent show, where some of the boys sang, and it was hilarious. Sam and his brother Hearn, and then one of the helpers for the church, Sims Jordan, they sang I Want It That Way. It was amazing. Eli did jokes. It was good. It was fun. Mom and I ended up coming home on Friday because Mama's birthday was on Saturday, so we went and visited her, took her lunch. We had all the family over, like the Rinces came on Sunday for like a little birthday bash for Chubb. Which went great. The Duke Brantleys came for Eliza's birthday because, they shared it, of course. And then we went straight to the beach that night. So we got to the beach to Litchfield Sunday night at like midnight and all clambered into bed and snuggled up because Monday we spent on the beach because Tuesday was Eliza's birthday. She turned 21. So Mom and I, Liza went to get her nails done. So Mom and I ran home and made a birthday sign for her. And we decorated the house Tuesday morning before she woke up, and we got everything so that it would be cool. We're trying to be cool, so we made the sign with the 21 things to do on your 21st birthday. And then Dad came up on Tuesday as well. We went to dinner, went to Dead Dog Saloon, delicious. Wednesday night we did mini golf. Mom, Eliza, and I, because Dad went home. We did mini golf. It was very sticky. I got a hole-in-one. Eliza got a hole-in-one. Eliza ended up winning, which is rude. And then Thursday we went back home. We went to the beach some, and then we cleaned up and we went home because Friday I had to get my hair done, as one does. I got coffee with Mary Clyde, whose wedding I went home for in March. I got my hair conditioned. I feel like I did something else on Friday, but I completely forgot what it was. Saturday, Bubba and Dottie came, and we got to play and snuggle with them. And then Saturday night, we went to Amelia, Mary Clyde's little sister's wedding, one of her little sisters. And it was beautiful. It was at the Lace House. She was a stunning bride. I think there are some pictures in there. I, of course, didn't have anything, clothing-wise, that I needed. for this type of event. So Mom graciously took me to several stores in Columbia and found me like cute outfits so that I looked, appropriate for a wedding. But then after Millia's wedding, I ran a 5K called the Guardians of the Night. It's one that happens every year, but this year was honoring Fargo, a fallen dog, police dog, canine. And so I ran really, really fast, and Adam and the girls came to watch me run, which was very nice of them. Thought I was going to die. I ran it in 26:59, so almost 27 minutes. And I was near death. It was the state fairgrounds. I thought it was going to be this big square, but they ended up like ping-ponging or pinballing us back and forth in the parking lot. It was a lot. But I did sprint the finish, and you will see a video of that. And then Sunday, Mom and Dad went to Jersey Boys with the Foys, and we did game night at Brooks and Calvin's house. It was me, Eliza's boyfriend Liam, and Brooks and Calvin, and we did a game night, and it was hilarious. We did this new game called Codenames that I'm obsessed with. We played categories. We tried to play Ruckus, but it really frazzled Brooks because Eliza played really aggressively, but somehow Liam won. And I got coffee with a high school friend named Alexa that day. I did a lot of coffee. I drank so much coffee this past 3 weeks. It was crazy. But then came like the week in Columbia. So all the other weeks I've been somewhere else, and they're only coming in for weekends. So this last week in America, I was like strictly in Columbia doing family stuff. So Monday was Mom's like last day of summer, so we went to the pool and we enjoyed time with family and just really spent time thriving in the world of summer for Mom because she started work back on Tuesday. I got coffee with a high school friend named Garrett. Call him Greg. He's a preacher now. Shout out to him. And then we were supposed to do lunch with my step-grandmother because my grandfather died a year ago that day, August 2nd. But she had a doctor's appointment, so we ended up just getting lunch with Mom and Dad, Liam, Eliza, and I, at home team, Eliza's favorite thing. And then I saw Lanny Papa Joe for a couple of hours. And then we had dinner as a family, obviously. And then Wednesday, I took like an early lunch to Mama, and then we went to Sato with Brooks and Calvin, and then Eliza, Liam, Mom, and Dad. Delicious. Liam cleared his plate, which is impressive at Sato. It was like he was matching the chef. The chef would put the rice on, he'd eat all the rice. He'd put the veggies, he'd eat all the veggies. And he ended up eating some of mine, and I'm like, nobody must have told him what happens when you eat Sato, and it's like supposed to be a near-death experience, not like I'm going to eat everything. So we were all very impressed. And then, let's see, I'm trying to think. We went to Frankie's, that's what it is. I was like, we did something afterwards. We went to Frankie's Fun Park, me, Eliza, and Liam, and we played mini golf. I lost horrifically, but it was fun. Poor Liam, he was trying to take mini golf seriously, and Eliza and I were just like whacking the balls and catching them where we wanted them to be and moving them around and guiding them to the hole. And he was like, this isn't how you play. I'm like, oh, but this is how we play, especially if you're going to take it so seriously. And then we did the go-karts, which I've never done at Frankie's before. It was fun. We did the go-karts, and Eliza and Liam just took off. And mine was like slower than theirs. And I kept thinking maybe I'll catch up if I keep like pumping the gas. And instead, I stopped on the track before like I even finished. So I had to like scoot, like come on, scoot forward to win in classic style. Eliza said, "Why'd you go so slow?" I didn't mean to. I didn't want to. But then we pooled all of our tickets, so we could get a cool prize. So we got like a football that says Frankie's on it. Eliza got like a sticky hand. We got some candy, one of those like finger things that your fingers get stuck in. I got something. Oh, I got a carabiner for my book bag so I can hook things to it. And Grace Hannah was in town. She is the wedding that I was in town for. I think she came in town Monday night actually. But I went over and saw her 2 different times to see if she was ready to rock and roll. Thursday, I got coffee with Mr. Simpson, George Simpson. I worked with him at Hammond, so we were catching up. He now works as the 11th grade teacher, the Brit Lit teacher, which is what I originally wanted to do when I was going into teaching. So it was exciting to hear how it's going for him and how the new 8th grader teacher is going. And we're just catching up. He was telling me about my old students and what they're doing now because he gets them this year, and I'm so jealous. No, he doesn't. Maybe he does. I don't remember. Maybe he does. Either way, we were getting to talk. And then We got our nails done for the wedding, obviously. And then I had to go, so I took my dress to get altered like the Friday before the week of the wedding. So like that Friday that I got my like hair done, and I had coffee with Mary Clyde. That's the Friday I took my bridesmaid's dress in. And it was way too big and it wasn't really fitting. Every time I raised an arm, I would like wink, like a boob would come out. So she was pulling everything, taking it in. It was puckering weird because I'm not well endowed. And so she's like, I'll fix it. So I went, it was supposed to be done the Friday before the wedding, the 5th of August. But I went on the 4th. Mom was like, let's just go see if it's ready. So I went on the 4th, and she was like, oh, try it on. Well, I couldn't breathe. And so she, like, zipped. To make it zip, it took, like, her and Mom zipping me into it. And I could not breathe at all. I thought I was going to die. Like, there was no, like, I don't know if you can hear me, but it was very small breaths. And she's like, oh, I can fix it. I'm like, I hope so. I'm in a wedding, like, in 2 days, and I can't breathe. So she did end up fixing it. Friday, I got coffee again with Sarah Foy, one of my kiddos. She's on my phone still, my phone cover. Hold on, Sarah. Ta-da! But she and I got coffee, and then Mom went and got my dress for me because I had a bridal luncheon for Grace Hannah at Shuggy's house. Missy Angel did a wonderful job. It was beautiful, and the other hostesses, but it was gorgeous. She had out Graham's plates, and they were like these pretty blue, like powder blue plates. Food was delicious. It felt like I was at kind of like a posh hotel. Like they had it like styled on the plate for us, and we had delicious desserts, and they served us waters and champagne. I felt so fancy. But then I had to get my hair done. Obviously, it's the rehearsal dinner. I'm trying to look fly, so I went to Ulta, but I tried my dress on. Could barely fit, but it was on, and I wasn't near death. I was just kind of near death. So I got my hair did. Then we had the rehearsal for the wedding. Mom came and took photographs. I'm trying to think. I wore this like really fun pantsuit that Mom helped me get. It was like not really a pantsuit. It was like high-waisted hot pink pants and then like this shirt with a big bow on it. You'll see a picture. My hair was in like a half-back thing. And then we went to the rehearsal dinner at Stone River, which was lovely. Stone River is really cool. When it was like sun was setting, you could see out onto the river and you could see like the silhouette, of Columbia, which was beautiful, and people gave some nice toasts, and I like teared up looking at the video, like the pictures of Jordan and Grace Hannah, and they're so in love. And then Saturday was the big wedding day. So we got there. I got there at 9. I was the first to get my makeup done, obviously, and we sat, and it was at Forest Lake was where we got ready, and everyone got pumped and ready to rock and roll, and we went to the wedding, and Jordan's little lip quivered, as she walked down. So then, of course, I'm crying, which is a good thing that the makeup lady put waterproof mascara because I was so tearful and just they're so in love, and I was crying so hard about it. But the wedding was beautiful. Smoke did a great job with the homily. Grace Hannah looked stunning. Jordan looked dapper, of course, but Grace Hannah looked stunning. And then we took a bunch of pictures. I teacher voiced everyone in the trolley and made them repeat back to me what I needed them to do. And then, I'm trying to think, we went from there to the reception at Forest Lake, and it was lovely as well. The food was delish. The cake was super good. So anybody in Columbia that needs a cake, Mary Palmer Richards, and has a new last name, maybe Tucker, she does cakes, and she did Grace Hannah's wedding cake. Delicious. They had almond flavor and chocolate flavor. So good. I ate 5 pieces. Sorry if no one got cake at the wedding because I ate it all, but it was so yummy. We actually found out the next morning, Sunday morning, that Liam, Eliza's boyfriend, also ate a bunch of cake. And I said, oh, you must have had the chocolate. And he was like, no, I had that white cake. I was like, oh, the almond? Well, he's allergic to tree nuts. So it's a really good thing he didn't have, like, an allergic reaction. But he's like, yo, it was really delicious. But it was really delicious. And the wedding, the reception was, the band was bumping. They did not stop, right? It wasn't even like song 1, pause, song 2, pause, song 3. It was like, songs 1 through 12, and they just like picked it up and kept rolling with it. It was like a mashup in the middle. It was really nice. It was a party, and I obviously had my sparkling tambourine. They like passed out all these goodies, and there was a tambourine that lit up, and so I'm like banging it to probably the wrong beat. Mom got a bunch of cool pictures of us dancing. She like got on stage, classic Ash. Got on stage and was taking pictures, and then Sunday we woke up and it's my last day, so we just kind of loitered around, got stuff done. Excuse me. Anyway, We got stuff done. I wanted my last meal to be something absolutely delicious, but I wanted it like different things from different places. So we had Rush's hot dogs, quesadillas from Moe's, bacon from Dad. That was for breakfast though. Sato rice and soup, and Mio's pork dumplings, which actually weren't as good as I wanted them to be. And I'm trying to think, I had one other thing, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, Bojangles French fries. I was like, I know it was something else. Bojangles French fries. It was a whole hodgepodge or mukbang, depending on where you're from. It was really yummy. Oh, and we watched, a couple nights before that, we watched Private Eyes. Gosh, wow. Just had a senior moment. Private Eyes with Liam, which is a big deal if you know. It's a big deal for our family, for Private Eyes, to watch Private Eyes. It's like a whole family thing. We wish Edward could have been there. We try to make it like a whole family thing, but Edward is alas still in Montana. He was much missed throughout the entire wedding event. Liam, was Edward. He was filling in for his spot, but no one can replace Edman. He's the best. So we do, Edward, if you're watching, which is unlikely, I miss you. Call me. Anyway, we had like this big hodgepodge of dinner, and we played some games, but everyone was super bushed, even though we all wanted to be high energy for my last night. We were really, really tired from the weekend, so we crashed hard. And then Monday morning, Dad and I went skiing for our last ski trip. Oh, and during the week, Day and Joe showed us how they could ski and wakeboard, because Duke, thank heavens, let us use his boat. Bless that man. So that Dad and I could ski every morning. I'm so sore. My back muscles are sore. My fingers were sore. So Monday morning I was skiing with Dad, and he was like, "Oh, are you okay?" Which is like our sign for okay. And my fingers like trying to crack open to say okay. But then then I drove up to Charlotte and met Nan, Savannah, another high school friend, or lifelong friend I should say, for coffee outside of Charlotte. She drove from Winston-Salem, and we chit-chatted for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I met the Harts for lunch at this really cute little spot. Eric pulled the Saudi card for the waitress because we were there for 4 hours, and the lady was like, "Oh, do you need anything?" And Eric's like, "Oh, sorry, no, we're just visiting. She lives in Saudi, and she's going back today." And the waitress was like, "Oh, of course, yeah, whatever you need." So we stayed a little longer. And then Eric had to go pick up pigeons, and Margaret took me to the airport. And that was it. I got on my. Actually, that wasn't it, because with the way we we get our plane tickets, it keeps defaulting and putting Rob ROB in front of everyone's name. So it's fine for Robert, right? Because Robert, it just looks like a weird typo. But for Rob Elaine Brantley, doesn't really fly. Literally, you can't fly. So that was a whole thing, and I was worried I was going to miss my flight, but we ended up fixing it. So I went Charlotte to Munich, and then Munich, I sprinted to Frankfurt, to the flight to Frankfurt. And then once I got to Frankfurt, I literally, like a track star, sprinted to get to my Riyadh flight. And so I landed at 8-ish, 8:10. We were a little bit behind. The guy sitting next to me said, this airline is always late. And I was like, oh, great. But Robert was waiting for me at the airport. And unfortunately, he waited an extra hour and a half because I could not find my luggage. It's missing. It was actually still in Frankfurt, so I waited for nothing. And sweet Robert, right as he sees me, I'm like, "Will you please go speak Arabic and find my luggage?" So he was tired and ready to just relax, but I was like, "Please, please." So he had to go and talk to the luggage people, and they're gonna bring it. They're gonna bring it to us, supposedly. I said I would much rather go get it, because if they bring it to us, it might get lost again. Because it, of course, has all the things Robert needs. His books, his medicines, all that jazz. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I get my luggage today. And that was last night. We got home. We ate Five Guys as my re-entry to Saudi meal. Delicious. Finished watching The Stranger Things. The night before I left, Sunday night, Bam came over. So Brooks, Calvin, the kids, Bob and Linda came to say goodbye, and I hugged the grandparents goodbye. I went and hugged Mama goodbye on Sunday. Took dinner to Lenny Papa Joe and sat with them and hugged them goodbye. Trying to think. That's pretty much it. Got in last night, ate Five Guys, slept until 11. Well, slept until about 10. Took it late in bed till 11. And have been doing housework, trying to get back into the rhythm. I start work August 21st, so I've got a week and a half really to kind of get my stuff in a pile, as they say. So I vacuumed today. I'm doing a billion loads of laundry, changing the sheets. I unpacked. I'm just getting really ready to start the routine again. I think that's everything. That's everything. If I remember something, I'll put it. Sorry, it's been 20 minutes. Most of you already know all this information anyway because you were in America. But if you weren't, here's what I did while in America. I'm sure my other ones will be way more fun because I did way more interesting things. Not that weddings and stuff aren't interesting, just a more varying of things. So that was it. That's my America trip summed up in about 20 minutes. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye. I forgot to mention that on Mission Project, one of the nights, Dad and a couple, like 2 other men, came and cooked us dinner one Thursday, and it was so nice and delicious, exactly what we needed, as Robert Malinek said, a Ben Brantley burger. I also forgot to mention that when we were at the pool for Mom's last night of summer, Liam challenged me. Liam is Eliza's boyfriend, also known as Ing, I-N-G. Liam challenged me to a race in the lap pool, and I don't think he realized that I was on the Hammond swim team until 10th grade. So I absolutely smoked him. Pretty confident he almost drowned. Anyway, just wanted to add those little anecdotes so that everyone knows, A, Dad made delicious burgers and hot dogs, and even boiled me some, might I add. And 2, that Liam got his booty handed to him by a 26-year-old with sore legs. Thank you, that is all. Forgot to mention that one of my friends and Robert's friends, Boyd Richardson, and his wife Madison, and his band, Boyd's band, came to play at CWP in Columbia, and so I got to see them. So enjoy this little clip of Boyd doing nothing on stage.
it. I don't even
It's
know.
like the game on the dock. You gotta find the right hand.
Well, I'm at the wrong angle, so
Okay, well. I'm hitting it. You're done.
Okay, so I take.
Thank you for watching. If you would like an update on Robert's life, you are welcome to ask him to make a vlog. This is just a PSA, not targeted at anyone, though now that I'm saying it, it does make it seem like it is targeted at someone, but it's not. I'm just saying I'm trying to encourage him to vlog as well because he takes amazing pictures and he has amazing stories, and I like only telling my stories. So everyone should encourage Robert to make his own vlog about his adventures whilst we were apart, and hopefully we won't have to make any more separate ever again, even though that's unlikely, but still. Okay, that's all. Have a great day. Bye!